Alright, morning. You alright? Hiya, you alright? Well, hello. How you doing? You alright? Belting. Right, okay. From last night, from the live stream, which I hope you all saw.
But yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Hope you're all well. Bear with us with the signal and obviously the sound and everything else. And you all know why we're here, because it's been advertised for days on end. But you're going to have to wait for that bit. First, we've got a couple of mates with us. These are the two guys who was with me at the time when I found the actual print. We've got Mick McLaren from W.H.I.T, and we've got Lee Roscoe from W.H.I.T.
Hello.
And we've got... Would you like to introduce yourself, sir?
How's it going, everybody? I am Oliver from Campfire Stories Lancashire. I have a YouTube channel. Give us a follow if you want to. You don't have to if you don't want to, it's just one of them. I'm into my wild camping, my bushcraft. I'm also massively passionate about animals and the natural world. I have a degree in zoology, and that's kind of what I bring to the table whenever I meet up with these guys. I can kind of look at any potential evidence with an analytical eye. But I'm also massively interested in cryptids, particularly Bigfoot type creatures in the UK. And yeah, that's what brings me here tonight. I'm a bit of a fish out of water because 99% of the time I camp on my own. So having this many people around me and lights on me is a bit of a new experience for me, but it's all good. It's nice to have new experiences and meet new friends as well.
Cheers. Thanks for coming as
But
well.
the thing is, why does Oliver like Bigfoot?
Why do I like Bigfoot? Do they want to know?
Well,
Give them a quick one.
give him a quick...
So I've been interested in this subject from being a little lad, sporadically in and out of my life. I've had dips and troughs of where I've really dived into it. I massively got into it in 2017, where I became aware that we have this phenomenon in the UK, and that was my sort of catapult to get out and do stuff like this. And I had a very brief chance encounter with what I believe anyway to be a Bigfoot type creature in 2018, and yeah, that's kind of I've seen one with my own eyeballs, what I believe to be one anyway.
Wow.
Yeah. Get to his channel and have a good look.
You found a frog?
Oh, there you go, people. Oh.
Oh, it's come back on now. Just wait a minute.
So,
And look at this, people.
Look at that!
We've got a nice big, is it a toad?
Toad!
A big fat toad.
Sorry mate.
Is that pregnant?
Might be.
It's very large. Hey.
They're beautiful.
Now it's interesting, the SLS is not picking the frog up.
I just saw something hop as you shot across the stream.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't stand on it.
Come here.
Oh, look at it go.
Get your back in water.
What the hell was that?
That was somebody with an hair on.
You hear that?
Sounded like a bloody monkey.
Yeah. You lads laughing in my ears because I have really bad tinnitus, so I don't hear well at best of times, but I definitely heard something then.
It was like a laughing hyena. Strange. Anyway, we press on. Yeah. Hang on. Yeah, it's picking Oliver up, so it's definitely working. Picking Mick up. pain in the arse, this people, because I've had to use the bracket for the SLS and I forgot to bloody thingy, so anyway. So let's take a... Oh, this is a pain in the arse. Ah, okay. Start again. I think. Right, okay. Right, hello. How are you doing? You alright? Right. I've got the SLS going. If you can see when it just gets in focus of Mick. There's bugs on the bloody screen. It's because we're moving about. It's all they like, what the bugs don't like. Or they like and we don't like them. It's off. Sorry. Big fatted.
Poltergeist.
Oh. Poltergeist. I don't know if you heard that then, people, but I've got the Spirit Talker running as well. There you go, it's working now because we're full. Lay. Poltergeist. So we've got a poltergeist around here, is that what you're saying? I should have come out with me other bloody thingy. Tripod. But hey, well. Bit of a nightmare here, people, because I've not made a bracket for the light to go on the side of the camera. I've had to use it for the SLS, so I'm sorry about that. It's just something that always slips my mind, to be honest, but I'm trying my best here. I'm trying to hold everything and see where I'm going. Bloody hard. But yeah, I think we're heading over to, if you watched the previous video, where we found the footprint, and it gets a little bit like somebody's, I don't know, somebody's watching you over here. It's a very heavy presence. Oliver said he picked something up a little bit earlier when he was just mooching about, but that was near camp.
Distance.
Spiro.
Concentrate.
Yeah. I've got the Spirit Talker on as well, so if you can hear it going off, that's what it's saying. Just see if there's anything about. But yeah, so Spiro just kind of did, well, went to the loo, used a tree as the loo for a little bit of a number one, and it felt.
I am happy now.
Oh. It felt something, what gave him goosebumps, and he heard a twig snapped. And then realised it jumped a fair distance, whatever it was. There was no light or nothing, so that kind of spooked him. So that was right near camp, that, believe it or not. So, but he says himself he never really gets spooked, but he did do then. But we couldn't see nothing. I've got the thermal on me, the pulsar, so we're just looking if we can see anything.
Grandfather.
Grandfather. We don't need these apps actually work like these Spirit Talkers, me and Mick's always said. But yeah, I've seen that, Mick. Just seen a light in the distance.
Can you see that?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
That's
Is it not the
somebody
house?
Is that someone with the top? No, they're moving. You can see someone distant distance over there. It looks as though somebody's walking with torches.
You can see people over there.
Or is that?
I think I saw it last time we came.
Yeah, but if you stand still, they're walking towards us.
Stand still, I've got a bloody herd of bloody wildebeest coming after me, I think, with wings.
Is that two lights? Can you see that?
Feed.
Yeah, there is. Well, it keeps changing, to be honest.
You see? They probably can see our lights, I think,
Written.
and they're probably doing exactly the same.
I think it's something from that house, Mick. We're about the right distance down, you know.
I'm gonna turn things off a
It was,
minute.
it was definitely there last time that we come. I remember it.
I can hear voices.
Yeah, there's a little family camped in there.
Oh, is that the family?
Yeah.
Right, oh.
Oh, them's voices now.
You don't see the fire there?
Is that the fire, that?
That might be the fire then.
Oh, yeah, I can see someone there.
The two kids.
Yeah.
I spoke to them earlier.
Bloody hell. Bloody murder, this rolling bloody flat.
Yeah, you know that there is where everything happens.
Is it?
Yeah.
I felt energy really before. It's settled.
Where?
Just in this patch of forest here with this family's camped. I think we're saying this is where it usually all kicks off.
Well, this is where they were. The thing coming over the canopy where the wild campers were.
Right,
This is
so
where
we're right
we're
near the
So
house.
this is the patch where I camp.
Yeah, and the
Whenever I
house
come in here.
and stuff over there. We might do worrying them to come up there.
Pennies.
Pennies?
Clutter. Bunny. 10.
Oh, God. Bloody nightmare without his bracket.
Are we heading back?
Why? What's wrong?
No, I was just saying how far in.
How far away?
Well, I would just go towards that footprint where we had that eerie feeling.
Really?
Yeah.
Somebody
Yeah, well-
don't thinking up steps, isn't it?
I don't mind seeing it.
Oh, alright then.
Right,
Yeah.
come on then. Yep,
If you game, lads.
yep.
So, Mick, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your channel?
Yeah, I'm Mick McLaren and I'm the lead investigator and researcher of the Winter Hill Investigation Team. And I have my own channel, Mick McLaren. Go over and look at the interviews and what I do there, getting out camping, going out investigating with the rest of the team, interviewing people like Oliver here. He came to me with his account and you can listen to his account on my channel.
The same, I can't hear you.
Speak up a bit louder.
What Mick can't be heard?
Get,
Shall I move camera in closer?
Try it.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks. We're just trying a bit.
is it me not being loud enough
It
or
sounds
is
like
it?
it. It's only a couple of seconds behind, isn't it?
Oh, we've got extreme zoom now.
We'll get there eventually.
Big fan, we were up all night and glad it knackered you out there after.
Well, another 3 hours it'll be going light in here. Yeah.
Another what?
Another 3 hours it'll be lighter here.
I know.
When you think about it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That'll do me. That'll work up. That's where you go.
I'll put one there.
Mick to rescue.
Mick Tip Rescue.
Crystal.
Crystal.
Perfect.
Lovely.
Got me something
Brilliant,
to do that
these.
equipment, man, honestly.
He's a good lad. We're going to do that.
Is it picking up everyone when we all speak?
We're going to go through.
Yeah, it's crystal clear. Perfect.
Right, we'll just
Lovely.
do Mick a little bit more because the end
Yeah,
of the day.
we missed you, I think, Mick.
So I'm going to start from the beginning. I'm Mick McLaren. I'm the lead investigator of the Winterville investigation team. I take reports of things that are happening in this area, and you know, you get a mind fog and you just everything.
Interview local witnesses.
Yeah. I interview local witnesses when they come across certain things that happen to them. I've interviewed people who've seen Dogman, seen Bigfoot, like Oliver, hauntings. When reports come to me, I get together with a team and we go out there and investigate them areas, research the area as well, talk to the witnesses. Try and get that down on film so you can go and see these interviews on my channel at Mick McLaren on YouTube. I also have a website, mickmclaren.com, where if you go to that you can see all the other where it's connected to all the other the channel and Facebook and other things that I've been on as well. That's about it.
That's it. And this gentleman here.
Right, okay, thanks very much, Leon.
Right,
Thanks
take
for the. Yeah, lovely.
Let's have a quick.
Let's hope you can
listen
hear
to
us now. If you can't, there's something wrong because they're usually good, these microphones. But yeah, so I'm Lee. If you type in Lee Roscoe, ROSCOE, you will also pick me up. But I've also got a channel called Rivington Park Beasts, and I am part of Winter Hill Investigation Team, which is WH.I.T. Like I say, Mick is the top guru, as you say. He's the head of the bunch. But yeah, so there's 3 others as well, and I'll tell you what, we're a cracking team. But the thing is as well, we know in Leon, Oliver, we're actually getting stronger and better, because we've got great minds in different subjects and we take different views, but we all agree or disagree, so we can have a good chat on whatever, you know. And basically I've just come up with this idea and I just pondering in my head, and I said, well, let's do a live stream on the cast we actually found at the place we're actually at tonight.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's me basically. If you can't find me, just go over to WH.I.T and you'll certainly pick me up. But yeah, we've come out tonight to just have a discussion and find out, you know, what we actually did get, or Leon took a cast of.
Yeah.
So yeah, on that note, I'll pass you over to Leon.
Yeah. So first thing is the anybody out there who's got any questions for any of us guys? If you do, put a name first, or just ask anyone. We've got Mr. Spiro behind the camera who'll read out the questions for us. Just pop them in whenever you want. Like we were all just saying, this cast, which is here, in this lovely little bag, all nicely wrapped up. Nobody's seen it apart from me.
Can we get Oliver's bit again, because they didn't hear it?
Oliver,
So they want to know about you, Oliver.
that's
Want to know more about me?
You're going to
That's
have
for,
to wait.
didn't
You're
You're going to have to wait.
wait even longer.
That's for Jemima. Jemima's saying, can we have the
Give the
first chat again?
passes the,
Right, well it must be that old
I'll
equipment
tell you
then.
what,
It's
Yeah, they couldn't hear him when they did his bit, basically.
That's it. Thank
that
you.
would be right then to return. Yeah.
Can you hear me alright over there with this now?
Oh, sorry, I've got my volume down, so it's not distracting.
Can you hear me alright?
1 second.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
they're usually a couple of seconds behind, aren't they?
Yeah, crystal.
Great.
Yeah.
Crystal clear.
Right, so you all obviously missed my bit and you wanted to know a little bit about me. And yeah, how's it going, everybody? My name is Oliver, and I'm a bit of a fish out of water tonight because 99% of the time I camp on my own. So coming out with a big group of people, stepping out my comfort zone, but it's all good. You know, we've got something interesting to discuss tonight. And I have my own YouTube channel called Campfire Stories Lancashire. If you want to head over to there, you can do. don't have to if you don't want to. It's just one of them. My videos, I don't take life too seriously. I go out loud camping, I enjoy myself. But I'm also very interested in Bigfoot as well, and occasionally I do talk about that on my channel, and that's how I got in touch with Mick and the guys who are here tonight. I've been into this phenomena for since being a little lad really, and
we went out and we had a little bit of a mooch, and we went actually to the same area as you did to the previous video, but what we found is when you come over the actual bridge, which is down there, you actually get a different feeling completely of energy, which is really strong, to be honest. So what we're going to do is head up where we were last night and follow me. So basically last night we came up the steps, and when you come to the top of these steps, for some reason the actual atmosphere changes. It's actually, to be honest, no, that's wrong actually, because we all felt it when we walked over the actual stream, over the bridge. So we're just going to head up to where we went. Actually, this is where the actual cast footprint was, but it's no use taking you there because there's nothing there. We went last night and it's totally gone. You can't even tell where it's been because the land was so boggy. So yeah, it's quite a strange feeling because I can feel it again here. But what happened last night is we're a little bit further up, which I'll take you, to be honest. Mick was down at the bottom. He'd gone ahead a little bit, and me and Oliver, you know who Oliver is, he's in the live stream, the zoologist. We were stood here, exactly at this spot between these two trees, and I'll put on screen what we actually got. Which we were really asking questions, and it was really giving us some really distinctive answers. Like Oliver is obviously, he's got ginger hair. It actually comes up, you'll see it on the screen, it says red hair. What's the chances of that? So yeah, and we heard something moving around us as well from this side and this, and we both didn't say anything, but you could look at each other and judge from the actual face that we'd actually heard something at the same time. So yeah, it's quite a quirky stray. So it's quite a quirky place, to be fair. So I thought I'd take you and show you, because we had a couple of technical problems last night. I was more focused on using, see if I could pick anything up on the SLS. So I couldn't really use the camera, but we didn't really pick anything up. But the SLS is more for, you know, abandoned churches, graveyards, that kind of thing, because sometimes the SLS in the woods picks the branches up as figures. But we did try, and like I said, it's a learning curve, so I picked up a little bit more, to be honest. But yeah, so it was around this area, but it just keeps going and going. But the feeling was very strong last night, stronger than the first time we came in the first video I did. But basically this is the spot as well where Mick McLaren stayed on his own, where he heard something like radio noises which he went to try and, or music. He went to try and investigate, but every time he went to that, heading in that direction where the actual music or sound was coming from, it'd go very faint. And I can tell you now, there's no car parks or anything, and it's kind of, you know, we're off the beaten track here. The only thing moving around here really is the river, and that's, you've just seen me walk from the actual bridge, to be honest, at the bottom of them steps. So yeah, but he also heard as well in the hours it sounded like a slaughterhouse. So that's quite strange in itself, but yeah. So like I say, it was worth coming last night. We hope you enjoyed the live stream. We're going to try and do a little bit more on that side of it as well. We were chatting about last night, but yeah, and we were talking about as well Alton, which we've made a date. So we're just going to make sure it's a-okay with the other paranormal group, and then we'll be going down to Alton, and that's looking really good for an investigation, because it's a very ancient village. It really goes back in time. In fact, why do you not actually look it up? I've not looked it up, to be honest. Mick's done a little bit of research on the place, and yeah, I might actually do that today, go back and have a quick mooch at it. But yeah, you have a look at Alton Village, which is right near Alton Towers, and it'll give you a bit more information to what we're actually heading down to as a team. So yeah, so we'll see what that brings. But yeah, so I thought I'd bring you back to the spot where the footprint was obviously long here somewhere. Mick's got it in his actual coordinates, in his actual mobile, but you know, it's no point going back to it because there's nothing there. I couldn't believe it last night when there was just nothing apart from, well, basically there's just nothing there. It's just kind of resurfaced. It's just strange, to be honest. But yeah, so at least we still got the cast. So yeah, so I'm just going to head back now and call it a night and a day, to be honest. The rest of them have gone, apart from Oliver, who's going to walk on. He's going to have a bit of a sleep and he's going to walk home because it's not that far, to be honest. But yeah, he keeps walking on, Oliver does. The Oliver Way. If you've not seen it, he's done most of the Cumbrian Way, so yeah, have a look at his channel, Campfire Stories Lancashire, and give him your support. He's a great guy, and like I said, he was a very knowledgeable person to have on the actual guest panel last night, because obviously if he knows about animals, he's worked with them all his life, and he's got plenty of animals at home as well, I believe. So yeah, so I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to blabble on because there's nothing to blabble on about, but I just thought it was fair to bring you back down to the area where it was a bit spooky. I felt something then when I came up to the top of the steps, but it's not as heavy as last night. There was something following us from the steps last night. It was quite eerie, and like I say, it's a big area. And just have a look at the actual spirit talker communication, the words what we got back. But we had some interesting stuff, definitely. Some of the stuff fitted, some of it did, but you know, we're always open to these apps, but we're always willing to give it a whirl. But yeah, other people have used the same spirit talker. I used a couple last night, and they've had good results, and it was the red hair really what got me. Yeah, because obviously Oliver has got ginger hair. So yeah, so on that note, I'm going to leave you from the spot where the footprint was found, and yeah, I'll speak to you soon. There's nothing else to tell you as such. I've done a WH.I.T news which I'm going to try and get up today. So thanks for watching. I really value your support. If you want to just subscribe, it's free, so why not? Press the notification bell and it'll tell you when we're actually up and about and doing stuff. But like I say, we've been busy, but I think we're going to get a little bit busy more on the video and the live stream side. So on that note, I'll leave you to it, and thanks for watching. Bye bye for now. I'll just leave you with a bit of a view of walking down the steps over to the river.
Poltergeist.
Bloody hell, it's heavy now. Jesus. Are you trying to tell us you're here? Can you tell us where you stood? Over there on the left. To the left. Just trying to drop the light to see if anything. Can you manifest? Can you show us you're here? Can you make a noise, or have you been making a noise? Nicholas. It's gone, that feeling now.
Real weird noise like that.
It's quite loud.
Yeah. Do you know when I heard it went?
Yeah. Whereabouts are you stood? Where you can see us too?
Absolutely.
Whereabouts are you stood? Let's make that. Can you tell us where you stood? Are you playing games? Are you stood near us? Do you want us to go? Do you want us to stop? Do you want to talk? Yeah, it's a very powerful light, yeah. Is it too bright?
Woods.
The light is in the woods. Is it too bright for you? Do you prefer the brighter or the dimmer light? Right, that feeling's gone. Definitely something.